To English Minds, where learning English becomes simple, fun, and inspiring.
Join us to speak with confidence and clarity. Let's grow together.
Hey everyone, welcome back to English Minds. I'm Emily, and today we're diving into one of the biggest frustrations English learners face. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You can understand movies, podcasts, even fast English speakers. But when it's your turn to speak, everything just disappears.
You freeze, your brain goes blank, your mouth doesn't cooperate, and then, a few seconds later, all the words come rushing back, right after the conversation is over.
Exactly. It's like your English hides when you need it the most. And if that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone.
Right. In fact, this happens to almost every learner who reaches the intermediate wall. You've built enough knowledge to understand English, but your speaking hasn't caught up yet.
And today, we're going to fix that. We'll show you why it happens, what you can do about it, and how to start speaking naturally, even if you still make mistakes.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple action plan to move from understanding English to actually using it confidently in real life.
Let's start with the truth. Understanding English and speaking English are two completely different skills.
Exactly. Think of it like music. You can listen to a guitar solo and enjoy it, but that doesn't mean you can play it.
Yes, listening is passive. You take information in. Speaking is active. You have to produce it, organize it, pronounce it, and express it, all in real time.
And that's why you might feel stuck. Your listening ability develops faster because it's easier to practice. You can listen anytime, while walking, cooking, or commuting.
But speaking requires courage, practice, and exposure to situations where you can actually use your English. Most learners don't get that regularly.
Plus, there's another hidden reason: perfectionism. Many learners understand more than they speak because they're afraid to make mistakes or sound not fluent enough.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. You keep thinking, I don't want to speak until my English is perfect. But that mindset stops your progress completely.
Exactly. Perfection kills progress. If you wait until you're perfect to speak, you'll never start speaking at all.
So let's talk about what's really happening when you freeze during conversations.
Here's the simple science behind it. When you listen, your brain has time to decode the language. It recognizes words, grammar, and meaning.
But when you speak, your brain has to do the opposite. It has to encode the message, think of what to say, translate ideas into English, and coordinate your mouth muscles to pronounce it, all at the same time.
It's like driving a car while building the road in front of you.
Exactly. That's why it feels exhausting at first. But with the right kind of practice, your brain starts automating it.
And that's where the magic happens. Once English starts to flow from your brain to your mouth, automatically, speaking becomes natural.
Here's your first big shift. Stop translating from your native language to English.
That's what slows you down. When you think in your native language, then translate every word, your brain gets overloaded.
Instead, you need to start thinking directly in English.
A simple exercise for that is what I call micro-thinking. Throughout your day, describe what you're doing in English, silently or out loud.
For example, I'm making coffee. The water's boiling. I need a spoon. The mug is hot.
Exactly. Short, simple sentences about real life. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to get your brain comfortable thinking in English without switching back and forth.
Now, this is one of my personal favorites, shadowing.
Yes, shadowing is powerful. For anyone who hasn't heard of it, it means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say at the same time, trying to copy their rhythm, tone, and pronunciation.
It's like karaoke for English. You imitate not just the words, but the music of the language, the melody, stress, and emotion.
And this helps you in two big ways. First, it trains your mouth to move naturally in English. Second, it builds listening and speaking fluency at the same time.
You can start with something simple, like 1 minute from a podcast, a YouTube clip, or a movie scene. Repeat it several times until it feels natural.
Don't worry if you can't keep up at first. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to train your brain to respond faster.
Now, this one might feel uncomfortable, but it's incredibly effective. Record yourself speaking.
Yes, when you hear your own voice, you notice things you can't catch while you're speaking.
Maybe your pronunciation is unclear, or your sentences are too long. Listening back helps you identify those small areas that need improvement.
And the best part is, you can track your progress.
Exactly. Compare your recordings from week 1 and week 4. You'll be shocked by how much more confident you sound.
It's like taking before and after photos for your English voice.
A huge mistake many learners make is trying to talk about complicated topics too soon.
Yes, don't start with politics or philosophy if you can't yet talk comfortably about your daily life.
Start simple. Talk about your day, your hobbies, your city, or your plans.
When you speak about familiar things, your brain focuses on fluency instead of searching for new vocabulary.
Exactly. For example, say, I woke up early today. I made coffee. I went for a walk. I felt great.
You're training your brain to connect English words to your life, not just to textbooks.
Here's something practical. Prepare small conversation starters.
Yes, little phrases you can use anytime to start or continue a chat. For example, how's your day going? That's interesting. Tell me more. I see what you mean.
Having these ready helps you keep the conversation flowing even when you feel nervous.
Exactly. Think of them as English shortcuts. They reduce pressure because you're not starting from zero every time.
Now, this is probably the most important mindset shift. Accept mistakes as part of the process.
Right. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns faster. But if you stay silent to avoid mistakes, you stop learning altogether.
Think about children. They make hundreds of mistakes every day while learning to talk, but they don't care.
Exactly. That's why they become fluent quickly, because they don't fear failure.
So the next time you mess up, don't apologize. Smile, correct yourself, and move on.
Confidence doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from not caring about being perfect.
This one's big. Find real opportunities to speak.
Yes, watching videos is great, but you need real interaction too.
Join online communities, language exchange apps, or even comment sections on YouTube channels like this one.
Exactly. The goal is connection, not perfection. The more you use English with real people, the faster your speaking confidence grows.
And here's a little secret. When you use English to express your real thoughts, it stops feeling like a school subject and starts feeling like a part of you.
Let's talk about habits, because consistency beats intensity.
Yes, speaking English for 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week.
Exactly. Your brain learns best in small, frequent sessions.
So make speaking part of your daily routine. Talk to yourself in the mirror, describe your surroundings, or repeat English phrases while cooking.
That's how you train your mouth and brain to cooperate.
Remember, fluency is built one sentence at a time.
So, by now you understand the practical steps. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that separates people who improve quickly from those who stay stuck. Mindset.
Exactly. Your progress in speaking English depends far more on how you think about learning than on how many hours you study.
Let's break that down because it's powerful. People with a growth mindset see mistakes as part of growth. They think, I made a mistake, great, that means I'm learning.
Well, people with a fixed mindset think, I made a mistake, I'm bad at this.
The difference, the first group keeps going, the second group gives up.
And when you're learning to speak English, you have to be in the first group. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Every time you speak, you're rewiring your brain. Every sentence you say, even the broken ones, trains your mouth and mind to cooperate.
That's why you can't judge your English based on a single conversation. Each conversation is a training session.
Exactly. Don't think, I failed. Think, I practiced.
Now, let's talk about something people rarely mention: emotional confidence.
Right. Because speaking another language isn't only a mental challenge, it's emotional, too. You're afraid of sounding silly or being judged.
Yeah, and that fear triggers your fight or flight response. Your body actually freezes when you're nervous. So even if you know what to say, your voice disappears.
Here's how you fix that. Train your emotional confidence.
Start with small wins. Don't jump straight into a deep conversation with a native speaker. Start by ordering coffee, greeting someone online, or leaving a short voice message.
Each small win tells your brain, see, I spoke. Nothing bad happened.
And slowly, fear turns into familiarity.
And slowly, fear turns into familiarity. You stop panicking, and your confidence grows naturally.
Repetition isn't boring, it's brain science.
Exactly. Your brain builds fluency through repetition, not through variety.
That's why saying the same sentence 20 times is more useful than learning 20 new words once.
If you want speaking to feel easy, repeat. Repeat phrases, repeat sentences, repeat conversations.
Here's a great method. Pick one short dialogue and repeat it daily for a week. By day 7, you'll sound smoother, more natural, and more confident.
That's how actors train lines. That's how athletes train moves. And that's how you train English.
Now, let's talk vocabulary, because most learners collect words they never use.
Exactly. They write new words in notebooks, memorize them for tests, then forget them a week later.
You don't need more words. You need usable words.
Think of vocabulary like tools. You don't need every tool in the store, just the ones you use every day.
Start with the 1,000 most common words, but go deeper. Learn how they're used in real sentences.
For example, instead of memorizing the word decision, learn how to say, make a decision, change your decision, the best decision I ever made.
That's how your speaking becomes natural, by learning words in context.
Let's touch on pronunciation. Many learners focus only on grammar, but pronunciation is what actually makes you sound fluent.
Yes, fluency isn't about speed. It's about rhythm and clarity.
So instead of trying to speak fast, focus on speaking smoothly.
Try this. Choose a short sentence and exaggerate its melody. For example, I did tell you, but you were busy. Notice the up and down tone.
English is like music. Every sentence has stress and rhythm. When you master that, your speech instantly sounds more natural.
Shadowing helps here too. Copy how native speakers stretch or shorten words.
And don't worry about accents. The goal isn't to erase your accent, it's to be clear and expressive.
This one's big. Stop comparing your English to someone else's.
Exactly. Comparison kills confidence. You see someone speaking fluently online and think, I'll never be like that.
But you don't see their story. Maybe they've been practicing for years.
Your only competition is your past self.
Look back 6 months. Can you understand more now? Can you form longer sentences? If yes, you're winning.
Learning English isn't a race, it's a journey. And everyone's road looks different.
Now let's talk immersion. Living in an English environment, even if you're at home.
You don't need to move abroad to surround yourself with English.
Exactly. You can create immersion.
Change your phone's language, watch shows without subtitles, follow English YouTubers, and write your daily notes in English.
That's how your brain starts treating English as normal, not foreign.
Soon, you'll find yourself thinking in English without even realizing it.
And that's the secret. When English becomes the language of your thoughts, speaking it feels natural. Listening alone isn't enough. You need active output. That means producing English yourself.
Exactly. Many learners think watching hours of English content will make them fluent, but that's passive input.
It helps your understanding, but not your speaking. For every hour you spend listening, spend at least 15 minutes speaking.
You can repeat phrases, summarize what you watched, or even explain it to an imaginary friend.
If you can explain something out loud, you truly understand it, and that builds automatic fluency.
Fluency grows faster in the right environment.
Yes, you need people who encourage you, not mock you.
Find a small group or community of learners who share your goals.
When you see others improving, you stay motivated. When you share your progress, you feel proud.
Accountability matters. Tell a friend, let's speak 10 minutes every day.
Soon, it becomes a habit, and that habit changes everything.
Every week, take a few minutes to review what you've learned.
Yes, reflection turns experience into progress.
Ask yourself, what new words did I use this week? What mistakes did I notice? What felt easier than before?
When you write these down, you make your progress visible. And visible progress keeps motivation alive.
Let's be honest, there will be days when you feel stuck.
Yes, days when you think, I'm not improving, I can't speak.
But remember, progress in English isn't linear. It's like climbing stairs. Sometimes you pause on one step before moving up.
Exactly. Those stuck days are actually part of growth. Your brain is reorganizing new information.
So when you feel frustrated, don't quit, rest, review, and continue.
We often wait for big wins before celebrating, but small wins are just as important.
Yes, did you speak to someone for 2 minutes without switching languages? Celebrate it.
Did you understand a movie scene without subtitles? Celebrate that too.
Celebration reinforces motivation. Your brain remembers joy, not pressure.
And when learning feels good, you'll want to do it more.
Let's finish with a few mindset affirmations. Repeat them after us.
I don't need to be perfect to communicate.
Every word I speak improves my English.
I make mistakes because I'm learning something new.
I can express my ideas in English clearly and confidently.
Say them daily. They reprogram your thoughts.
Because your brain believes what you tell it repeatedly.
Before we wrap up, let's summarize your action plan to move from understanding English to speaking fluently.
1. Stop translating. Think in English. 2. Practice shadowing daily. 3. Record yourself weekly. 4. Talk about familiar topics. 5. Use conversation starters. 6. Accept mistakes as learning. 7. Find real speaking opportunities. 8. Build consistent daily habits.
And remember the mindset steps too. Growth over perfection, small wins, repetition, and celebration.
That's your roadmap. Follow it, and fluency will follow you.
Let me say this to everyone listening. You already understand English. That's huge. You've done the hard part.
Now, your only job is to use what you know.
Stop waiting to feel ready. Fluency begins the moment you start speaking, even if your voice shakes.
Don't be afraid of what others think. Most people admire your effort.
And remember, every confident English speaker you know once felt exactly like you do right now.
The difference? They kept speaking. They didn't wait for confidence. They built it.
So today, speak something, anything in English. Don't think too much, just do it.
Because fluency isn't something you learn, it's something you build through use.
Exactly. You already have the bricks, your vocabulary, your grammar, your understanding.
Now it's time to build the house, your spoken English.
And remember, we're here cheering for you every step of the way.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, keep believing.
You can do this.
See you next time on English Minds.
Take care and keep speaking English every day.